ASMR, it will. I just want to point out that that is the chair that I'm sitting on that's making those sounds. So right now I am just preparing the fishing line and putting all I don't know the English word for it, but in like the last section of the line you put on a stronger, often steel, you can see it here, part, so in case you get a fish that bites really hard, you don't end up with the fish biting off the actual fishing line, because the last part, like 20 to 30 centimeters, is much stronger. And then here we have a red sort of wobbler that is a floating bait. I don't know where I got it from. I just thought that at this time of the day I won't get any fish anyway, so here you can see how it works. It floats, but when you drag it like along, it actually sinks because it has a sort of a tongue up front, so when you reel it in, the bait actually goes deeper into the water. It's kinda hard to see in the video, but you can see that it's sort of goes a bit deeper. I was trying to demonstrate it by dragging it back and forth there, but there you can see coming like a torpedo through the water. So, as I said earlier, this is like on the middle of the day, so it's definitely not the peak time for fishing, and that's why I thought that maybe something that screams a color or a bait that is really screams could be good, because then you can like make the fish angry and they will bite instead of having like a natural bait color. Because I'm not like a fisherman. Sorry, that was my phone telling me to go to sleep. Sorry. Anyways, there are two things that I think works when fishing, or that I have heard should work. Either you use a bait that looks and acts really naturally, like it mimics another fish. That way, when it is in the water, you try to lure the fish to bite it because it's eating time. Or you use something with a really bright color, and that way you can like sort of make the fish angry instead, and make them bite just for a fight. I don't know. I heard that works, and I think it's very true. So I didn't get anything with that bait, so I decided to take a sip of coffee instead and check all my Pokemons in Pokemon Go, clear them out. So instead I was absolutely best for me. Not during this time of the day though, but I think I thought like let's try it anyway. So you can see that there are some clothes hanging in the back there under the pine tree. Originally, I was going to stay and fish exactly where those clothes are, but unfortunately there was somebody there already. I think it was a German older guy that had stayed the night there, so that's his clothes hanging there. He said hi in Swedish, but it was with a weird dialect, so I don't think he's from Sweden. And the lake here that I'm standing at, there is something, there's like a hiking sort of line or way, trail hike that goes, or hiking trail I should say, that goes past this lake, so maybe, I don't know if he was just staying the night there and moving on. I don't think so, because this was actually, it was getting later and later and the guy was still there. As you can see, I'm not really that focused on catching any fish. I'm more looking around rather than feeling the rod and looking at the line, because the purpose of being out fishing today was not to actually catch fish, it was more to just get out and do some relaxing Sunday fishing, and I decided to bring the camera and record it. Oh, there you can see, I'm a bit confused when I throw that. I'm like, what the hell happened? I can feel that the bait went one way and the line went another, but the line didn't snap. I was just so confused at what actually happened. So I'm inspecting the end, and there's like this small hook that you put the bait on, and it had opened. So I had just like swung away my absolute favorite lure or bait of all time. So I decided I'm not trusting this, the small like hook, so I'm gonna use a really old and rusty bait that I won't care about that much if I lose it. This bait I actually managed to fish up. I got that on the hook during another time. I think it was actually the time before this, when I was out fishing. I thought I got something on something hooked. Turns out it was a fishing line that I managed to like catch a fishing line, like dragged it on the bottom or something, and at the end of that fishing line this bait was actually on it. So it was hard to see, but it's missing like the ring that you actually attach the line to, so it acts really weird in the water. So this I was as I said, the focus is not to catch fish. It's just to smell the nature and walk around a bit in the woods. It's really nice. I did read somewhere that being outdoors in nature is actually a really, really good like antidepressant, and people who do it are or enjoy life more. I don't know how to explain it exactly. Sorry. But apparently that's like a thing. So here I decide to switch up the baits and throw into all the like vegetation and everything here. And for that I'm gonna use this bait, which has this two like metal things that goes over the actual hook and protects the hook so it doesn't get stuck. Also, I really don't expect to get any fish here. If there was a chance anywhere to get a fish, it would be more into this shore, because the fish is really, really active in there. That's like where they are during the day. This is like on the middle of the day, so it's sort of the worst time you can actually be fishing. But you can see how it's still like hooks on the green stuff. I don't know. Oh, what is it called in English? Why didn't I look up these kind of things before? Anyways, back to the study about mental health. Apparently, people who are outdoors, walking in the woods and the nature, etc., are generally more happy. And I heard or read that apparently it's because all of the smells that you can like feel or smell, I guess, when you are outdoors using all of your senses, it's supposedly relaxing somehow. But I can understand that because it's really it's nice with a bit of change from the city was a lot of activity. Like you could hear the fish going up, grabbing like insects and stuff on the surface right here. I believe they stay in these kinds of areas during, or the smaller fish go in there to like hide, and then the bigger fish follow them and hunt them in there. So there's usually a lot of activity. You can hear them splash around a lot. So yeah, that was it. I was like, no, no more of that, and I threw it the other way instead. So here's maybe you missed it, but right there was a fish really close that went up to grab an insect or something. That's why I was smiling, so looking that way. Anyways, so I am sorry for being inactive for a while. I'll try to upload a bit more. I'm gonna leave you here with a view of me just sipping on my coffee. And I'll hope to see